Hello and welcome to the DIY Gang Guide. I'm Shao, your guide to independence in the music industry. I'm just leaving Peterborough today. I'm heading down to iMin Radio for an interview. And I thought it was a good enough time to chat about radio, to be honest. This aspect, I'm going to be talking about interviews and stuff like that. Sort of radio as an artist with something to promote, let's say. So, first and foremost, getting even on the radio can be a bit long. It's very difficult, especially the bigger radio stations, because there's a lot of competition. You're always up against other people. It's how do you separate yourselves from the rest of the group to get someone to even give you a chance to come on the radio and have an interview. Well, in my opinion, the first thing to start with is actually making them aware that you even exist. And that sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't even send music to the radio station DJs and stuff like that. Just regularly sending music to the station and keeping on their radar will certainly make them aware of you and help your chances when you actually have something to promote. So you've got an album to promote or a new release, a new single. You want to go on the radio, you want to have an interview, talk about it, make people aware. Also, don't just look straight at Radio 1, 1Extra, Kiss FM, all of that. I mean, those are great stations. They have huge coverage. But don't forget about your local stations. There's always going to be local stations, internet stations in your area who will be willing to give you a chance, and that will help your chances when it comes to the bigger stations, because if you already had some coverage on the smaller stations, you can use that as part of your, let's say, CV to help push yourself forward and say, well, this is why you should give me a chance, because I've been, interviewed on this one, etc., etc. So, the smaller stations, the regional stations, definitely get in contact, and they're a lot easier to get in contact with as well. It's more likely that you're going to find the station manager or DJ who's willing to give you a chance. As I've said in the past, send music via wetransfer, because when the person downloads a track, you know about it. So then you can follow up a little bit later on and just say, what did you think? Is it something that you'll play? Always maintain that professional connection, that professional communication. So yeah, send your music. If you can get an email address or a number, give them a call, give them a shout. Just always do what you can to make them aware of you, but in a professional way. From there, you need to make sure that you actually have a release or something to promote. There's no point in just going on the radio just to say, hi, yeah, this is me and I exist. Have something to promote. I like to write down little lists or just keep a mental list of what I have to promote. So for instance, today I'm going to be talking about the headphone range, my second album, some of the performances I've got coming up, the Blue and Purple store, also the compilation mixtape that I'm on that's coming out in July. These sort of things you need to keep in your mind and always remember, because you only really get one chance with the radio station, especially if it's live and people are listening in. You can't just go back next week and be like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to say this. And inevitably I always forget to say things. It's human nature. It's what happens. But, if you keep a little note on your phone or whatever that you can refer to, then that will help you as well. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook are also great tools for getting DJ and radio stations' attentions. I would especially recommend going on the radio station's website, find out what DJs play your music, and contact the DJ directly and just be polite. Just say, yo, would you mind if I send you some music? See if it's your sort of thing. Once again, maintain connection. After you've sent it, follow up within about 2 to 3 days and just see what they thought, see if it's the sort of thing they play. Once they played it, follow up again, ask, what was the feedback like? Would you mind if I send you some more stuff? And continue like that. From there, use the opportunity, make use of the opportunity, ask them, are there any other DJs who are likely to play my stuff? Would you mind putting in a recommendation? Would you mind, I'd like to have an interview, who would I need to speak to about that? Always make use of the opportunities that you have there. But start with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just get in contact with somebody. Do your research as well. Make sure that they're the sort of person who is going to give you the time of day, who is going to play your music, because otherwise you're wasting your time, wasting your energy, and that's no good either. Also, think about what you can do to increase the hype around your appearance on the radio. Do you have anything to give away for free? Some posters, t-shirts, CDs, that sort of stuff. I like to let my fans and supporters know in advance, a couple of days in advance on the social networks. I just post it out every once in a while, once a day normally, just letting people know. I put it on my website as well, and letting people know that I'll appear. People love shout outs, so what I do is say, if you tune in and tweet me, Facebook me, I'll give you a shout out live on air. Now, that's great for the fan because, they're listening in, they hear themselves on live radio. This is assuming we're doing it live and not pre-recorded. But yeah, they hear themselves live on radio. It's great for the radio station as well because they know that having you on has resulted in an increase in listenership. So that's also good, and it's good for you. It's a boost in an ego, which is always nice. Lets you know that people are listening to you and want to hear what you have to say. And, every time I've done that, more and more people have tuned in to listen. So I would fully recommend that. Use that technique. You're most welcome. I think it works. If it doesn't work for you, find what does. But that works for me and I like it. So, yeah, try it out. Don't just assume that the radio station is going to have your music to hand to play, especially if you're there to promote a new track or a new single that nobody's heard yet. Make sure to bring your music on a CD. And make sure that it's radio friendly, please, because people don't think about this. Make sure that you have, if it's got swearing in it, make sure that you've reversed the swear words or cut them out or whatever. I keep a CD with probably about 21 tracks of just all of my tracks that I think are good for radio play, so that, if I'm there, they can play anything that I have off that CD. So that would probably be the easiest thing to do rather than just burning a CD with one track. Just keep all the tracks that you think would be good so that you have some options. You might be asked to do a freestyle, so make sure that you're prepared for that. Be witty, be interesting as well. People are tuning in to listen to you talk, not just your music. So have something to say, especially if you're being interviewed. Don't give just one-word answers. Talk, be friendly, be amiable, and really explore who you are and give them a little glimpse. Give the person a little glimpse, not too much, just enough so that they're interested. And that you have to find the balance with that. You have to work that out for yourself. Make sure to also plug your social networks. Always do that. Try and do it about 2 to 3 times during the show, towards the beginning, towards the middle, towards the end, because people are going to be tuning in and out as they listen. So make sure to always give your social networks, because ultimately you want them to find you afterwards and to follow up. So website, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well if you can, all of those. Anything else that you're promoting, if you've got a show coming up in the area, especially that you're doing a radio station, make sure to plug that along with the social networks as well. Also, as a quick side note, don't forget to take your CD with you, your music CD with you after you've had the DJ play it. That goes double for when you're doing shows, performances. Don't forget your instrumental CD, but when you're doing a radio interview, don't forget your CD when you leave. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can burn another one, but it's kind of annoying to just leave CDs everywhere, so don't forget that. And yeah, make sure to give out your flyer to, your business card to the DJ, any of the management who might be there, anybody who looks remotely interesting, or even anyone who doesn't look remotely interesting. You never know who anyone is until you talk to them. So while you're there, make use of the time, talk to the people who are there, find out who is who does what. You never know, you might find a couple more DJs who are willing to play your stuff as a result of you being there, having had that interview, having been in the building. So make sure to make use of your time there. Anyway, that's the DIY Gang Guide for today. Peace. Thanks for watching this episode of the DIY Gang Guide. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any music industry questions, leave them in the comment box on YouTube and I'll try and answer them for you in the next episode. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the videos along the bottom of the screen. Those are my personal recommendations for you. In particular, my Fire in the Streets with Charlie Sloth. That's the one in the middle. Go on, go click it. You know you want it. Big up to, first of all, Stick Girl. You're always leaving comments on my videos. I appreciate it. So I wanted to give you a shout out. Also, big up to Liam Bennett. I appreciate the comment, bro. Thank you very much. And last but not least, big up to Cameron Island, aka Darth Blazer. He threatened to kick my dog if he didn't appear in this big up. I don't have a dog, rude boy. I'll kick you, but still, big up. If you want a shout out in the next video, make sure to leave a comment on this video on YouTube. I'll pick the 3 best comments. If you make me laugh, if you say something cool, I don't know, whatever. Go wild, and I will shout you out. Anyway, that's all for now. Keep it DIY, gang. Peace.